What better place to rest my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home, yes. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home, home.
Yes, I, Grenada, Carriacou, PD, Monica, and the world. Welcome to another Mikey Live program. Those of you who are looking at the program at your hotel, wherever you are, all the visitors in the country, welcome to another Mikey Live program, folks. This is it right here. This is where it all happens. We are talking about the good, we are talking about the bad, and we are talking about the Mikey. Hold on. Brace all yourself. It gonna be real news in all in a moment. It was no ordinary day today. Here what's going on. Grenada has been having the driest of years ever. It started with the driest January in the history of Grenada. Then February followed through. Just a few more days in the month of February, we were just about to record one of the driest Februaries in the history of Grenada. And then boom! 6 stumps planted at the National Stadium. Man warm up, girl looking good, man looking good, and it's time for cricket and nothing no go so. We're going to talk about that in a moment. And there's so much more that we have to tell all of you about now on the weekend. There was a killing on the weekend by a stabbing incident, and it's to hear one of the eyewitnesses talking about that boy, Jed, Red Jed. So we're going to talk about that in a moment. As well, we've had some crashes around the island. Yeah, just probably one too many. And there are some other things that happened over the weekend that we'd like to let you know about it. So all you brace all yourself, the man, drink some water, drink some coke, drink some Powerade and thing, the man, and brace all yourself for the program. We're coming back in a moment. Now, housekeeping matters. We want to encourage you to share the business. You see, when I share the business, that's how other people get to know about it. And when I say share the business, I mean for those of you who are on Facebook, viewing via Facebook Live, you can simply hit the share button. Once you hit the share button, then of course persons will be able to see the program is live. They'll be like you're an ambassador for the program, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So all you share the program. Now we want to remind you that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Duty Free Caribbean and the Colombian Emeralds International and WPG10. So folks, when you hear we come back, it's real news in all the Lili Lolo. And speaking of WPG10, we'd like to say welcome to the viewers on WPG10. We are talking about cable channels 10 and 11. We are taking a quick break and we are coming back.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
We can't wait for carnival, drinking rum and getting on, roaming all over the town. That is how we are with fun. Whoa, ooh yeah, whoa, ooh yeah. Well, foreigners from all over coming down to Grenada. Yes, they like in the job. Yes, they like it with spice mass. Whoa, ooh yeah, whoa. Grenada for the world. They can't wait for us to come. They can't wait for us to come. Oh, you come. Split the rum, bring the gas. They can't. Get in your section, get in your direction. Get in your section, get in your direction. Follow the mass going, and we going, and we going. Let's follow the mass going, and we going, and we going. Get in your section.
Quartz February sale is now on. Shop today for amazing deals like the LG 55-inch Smart TV, now only $2,399. Get the Cleavon 2-piece sectional for just $2,199, plus laptops starting at only $949. It's the Quartz February sale. We've got any product to suit any budget for any room in the house. Only at Quartz. Don't miss it. Quartz, bringing value home.
And so it begins, a journey like no other. Jungles so lush, they make emeralds jealous. Water that sparkles like diamonds. Mountains with more facets than precious gems. This is where good times are had, where love is strengthened, where memories are formed. And when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will never fade. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
A taste of spice, welcoming our cricketers and fans to pure Grenada, the Isle of Spice, showcasing our culture and heritage on Tuesday, 26 February on the Carnage in St. George's. England versus the West Indies. Cricket Rest Day. Come enjoy a taste of spice. Performances from top soca and calypso artists, pan, drummers, dancers, a mini carnival parade, arts and craft, and local food. From 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The Carnage is the place to be. It's cricket, lovely cricket. Rest Day, Tuesday, 26th February. Sample a taste of spice. Hosted by the Grenada Cultural Foundation. No unauthorized vending allowed.
And guys, you gotta remember that there will be no Mikey Live program. There will be no typical Mikey Live program tomorrow. Instead, we'll be bringing you a live broadcast of the Taste of Spice event on the Carnage, all right? And listen, they're saying that event gonna be of the shizzle and there's a kizzle, all right? So, of course, we're gonna bring you all the action, you know what I mean? All right, good. Oh, yeah. So let's get into the news one time, you know what I mean? We don't want to stick and thing like that. All right, we do hope that you had yourself a really good weekend and that you're ready for the challenges and the opportunities and everything for this week. The first thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, the St. Andrew Development Organization, SEDO, hosted a training session on Saturday, 23rd February at the higher level conference room, St. Andrew, where several individuals were exposed to the basics of wastewater management techniques. You understand? Now, this is part of the Sustainable Grenada 2030 project, which is funded by GEF SGP Grenada. Now, the first phase of the project was completed last year, the National Science Fair. Now, phase 2 of the project is that of the implementation of water management demonstration systems in several convalescent homes, that is, and the training is one of the initiatives under the wastewater management. All right. Now, it's a lot of things that they spoke about and stuff like that, and usually we don't tell no story on the program, so you could check out our website a little bit later on, and you will see a full report on this. It was a really good one. It was a really good session by all indications, so all you all want to check it out on the website mikeylive.com. Now, the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, there was some independence competitions, right? And some people were not sure as to who won what. So let's tell you about it. Now, in terms of the 2019 interministerial competition for the independence, the winners for that was the Prime Minister's Ministry, DPA, 286 points. They came first. The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands came in second with 253 points. And the Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation came in third, 235 points. Then there was the 2019 beautification competition, where villages and so on nice up the place and thing, and they paint up the little stone and the little vibes and thing. That was judged, and the winning community is Lower Depredin Street, Guelph, St. John. That's Lower Depredin Street, Guelph, St. John. They amassed a total of 82.5 points, which gave them the top spot. Second was St. David's. All right, that was the largest basketball court. It's still decorated. It still looks really good. Total of 78.5 points gave them the second spot. And then third, St. Patrick's, the Sulphur Spring, 77.5 points. And that was the third position. All right, folks, we're moving on. How are we looking? Now, the traffic department of the Royal Grenada Police Force that wants to inform you that effective 5 p.m. on Tuesday, 26 February, that is tomorrow, effective 5 p.m., take note, on Tuesday, 26 February 2019, the following temporary traffic arrangements will take effect to facilitate the hosting of the Taste of Grenada event on the Carnage Public Road, which also includes the mini carnival parade. Now, one-way traffic, take note, the Carnage Public Road from its intersection with Hughes Street towards the direction of Andal Supermarket, the Carnage will operate as a one-way traffic only. No entry. Vehicles will not be allowed to enter the Carnage Public Road from the Burns Point roundabout. Now, in terms of no parking will be allowed along the left side of Carnage Public Road towards the Sendal Tunnel direction as well. No right turn. Vehicles will not be allowed to make a right turn onto the Carnage Public Road from its intersection with Hughes Street. In terms of the closures, the general public is also advised that to facilitate the procession of the mini carnival parade along the Carnage Public Road, Hughes Street and the Carnage Public Road from its intersection with Burns Point roundabout will be closed to vehicular traffic during the particular period only. Alright? Now what I find is now, you have to assume, the police assume that Grenadians know them road, the name of them road and them. So what I'm saying is, them police now, officer, you have to break down the thing. Yeah, I mean, you have to break down the thing. You have to be so formal, it's not that serious, officer. So when you're talking about Hughes Street and then kind of business, people don't know what you're talking about. So all you have to say is, you see, when we ride old cable and wireless where the phone booth used to be, you can't go right. Come on, talk Grenadian language, white is, boy. So white is, no, I'm serious now. I'm laughing, boy, I'm serious. You see, when it comes to direction, Grenadians don't know that. You know what I mean? Grenadians are business about now Hughes and no, just telling people. Anyway, let's leave that talk there. You know what I mean? Let's leave that talk there. We don't even know who Hugh is. Did I beat it? Anyway, lately that talk. No. Alright, Mikey, stop. Alright, audio. You know, some people from time to time would look for like opportunities and things like that, you know, like a job opportunities and things, and I see one of them like a job opportunity, so I decided to share it with all you because, you know what I mean? Right. So, Cane Cowboy, they say they're looking for new members of seasonal staff for, you know, to join the company, right, to be part of the cutting team. All right, it's on a temporary basis originally. You know, for the first part of it, then it might be just temporary, you know, but for the right person with a good attitude, there's an opportunity for a long-term employment role. You understand? So all you go with the right attitude and then kind of business and try the business, you know, it ain't bad. Alright? So you can check them out. Yeah? They say some of your duties will include harvesting the sugar cane and helping to keep the farm in good order. And tell you, you're looking nice. They say no, you could start working immediately. You know what I mean? You must have a good work ethic for you to be considered. You must have the right attitude and work well in a team environment. You must be able to get yourselves that backlet to start your work. Yeah, so don't ask them if they're providing transport, nothing so. So you can apply to Cane Co. You can call them a telephone number 534-4943 or email aquat@caneco.gd. All these are good little work. So for people who say they don't work and then kind of business and you sit down home and business, check out the business. You know what I mean? All right. Oh yeah. We're moving on. We've had quite a number of crashes on the weekend, boy. It's almost as custom now to have these things happening around weekend ending. You know, so there was a crash, a vehicle run on the road ending, boy, in the Springs Woodlands area, they were. You know what I mean? Now, as a result of this incident, you know, nothing too serious that we were told, you know what I mean? But still, you understand, that one jet, boy. Then there was another, you understand, in St. Andrew, Budge Grove, boy. So this bus run out the road and thing, you know what I mean? But apparently there were no serious injuries, all right, coming out of this particular incident here, right? And there were so many more, you know. Some of these crashes we just posted on our page and things like that because, you know, just give people an opportunity to see it one time. You know, there were quite a bit of incidents, but luckily there were no fatalities. I don't know how it happened, and every time it happens, people talk about it and say, well, what's going on in Grenada? Well, I don't know, you know, Papa, who are they asking that? You know what I mean? All we know is that we've been having quite a number of accidents and things like that, you know? Anyway, lately that dog there. Now, folks, today it was cricket, a lovely cricket, boy. Well, that was the hope of the day. Grenadians and things like that, you know? But it was not to be. England's third one-day international against the West Indies. It was abandoned. Because rain in the place, boy. Rain. You know what I mean? Rain in the place, and they were hoping that the game was going to come to a late start, but that was not to be. It ended without a ball being bowled. It was washed out. Considering what has been happening, people, it's the wettest thing ever. You know what I mean? Where we've been having dry weeks, week after week after week, it's dryness. And then all of a sudden, them men plant their stumps, them English people come, you know what I mean? They bring the little thing to have some fun, not a ball to bowl. Rain for so in the little low. Up to now, it is still raining right now. You understand? It was weird. But people, that didn't stop Grenadians from having a good time. People felt like if it was just another day. You know what I mean? They say that rain and then kind of business was not enough to stop Grenadians and visitors from just having a good time. People, not a ball no ball, but people come out in the stadium staggering today. Now. I'm not even making it up. Then people stagger like if it was soca monarch morning, 6 o'clock, and they come out and jump whole night. You know, I ain't making it up. Yeah, some people listen, and people wet. Wet from what? Not rain. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Grenadians had fun. Now on the serious side of things, for persons who were wondering what happens to their tickets and all that stuff like that, we're here going on. You can exchange your old ticket from today for a new one for Wednesday's game. Go around the stadium by tomorrow, so by around 12 o'clock, so, and tell them, well, listen, man, I ain't getting no game, look me ticket. I want to go to the game on Wednesday, and they go sort you out. You know what I mean? So all is not lost. Don't go around all the month and say ding, 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 ding. Nah, man, they go set up all your take all the time. Hopefully, you will get to see some game on Wednesday. Now, the game is one apiece. West Indies won, England won. England won the first, West Indies the second. Today was going to be the tiebreaker. It didn't happen. But don't worry about yourself, you know what I mean? Yeah, boy. People who cry and bawl for rain all along. Today, begging for the rain to stop. I never hear that yet. All the confusing God. All the confusing man. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's leave that talk. Then the next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, the trend continues in terms of stolen vehicles in Grenada, boy. As someone else is reporting that their vehicle has been stolen. You know what I mean? People, like, they're taking that like a joke. Yeah, like a joke now. You see man, vehicle pack up. You know what I mean? You don't know what they in it, they think, or they just go in and build a vehicle. So there's another vehicle that police, let me see if I get a picture of that for you, right? Police wants your help in actually locating that vehicle. It's owned by a woman, and she says that she's a single parent, mother who is trying to make ends meet for her child and so on, and without a vehicle things will be extra hard for her, so she just wants persons to help her out in locating this vehicle. It's been a while since it's been missing, and so police is asking for your assistance in locating this white Fodo Suzuki Escudo, registration PZ286. Now the vehicle was removed from the Montu Grandad's area between the hours of 9 p.m. on February 19th and 6 a.m. on February 20th. Anyone seeing this vehicle or has any information about its whereabouts, you're asked to contact the South St. George Police Station at 444-4454, police emergency at 911. Also, you can try police hotline at 444-1958 or CID at 440-3921. Or you can also call the nearest police station. All right, Olia. So please help them in locating this vehicle. I remember there was a man say he killing an next guy. Why are you killing a man for? He said the guy stole his vehicle with his child on the back seat. Stole the vehicle with the child on the back seat and crashed the vehicle with the child in the back of the vehicle. I ain't making it up. Crashed the vehicle and the child was still sleeping in the back seat. Yeah, son. Anyway, let's leave that talk there. I'm on to tell all that about, boy. I don't know what going on this weekend, but there's a lot of sad news about people passing away and young people too. One such person is this young lady on your screen. And so the Ministry of Youth Development, Sports, Culture and the Arts, they say they are saddened about the passing of Miss Adrina Bayam, cultural officer assigned to the music theory. She passed away on Saturday 23rd. All right. They say notwithstanding her battle with lupus, Adrina was always willing to go the extra mile for anyone whom she encountered. They say that she was loving, dedicated, hardworking, respectable, and so on. According to the ministry, they say that their deepest sympathies are with the family and friends of Adrina Byam. She was very much appreciated here at the ministry and will be greatly missed. That's what they're saying. And it comes from the permanent secretary and staff of the Ministry of Youth Development, Sports, Culture, and the Arts. People, you know her. I think she was associated with the New Dimension. You know, I know her from a long time. You know, so the Still Pan fraternity. Hey, where the press release from the Still Pan Association take all the time? Wait, send out one donor, let me read the thing on the program. You know, all yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I'll send out a little press release now from the Still Pan Association. You know, talking about in the so. I hear it's two Still Pan Association here, so maybe none of them don't know which one should write. I never hear that yet. Anyway, I have something to tell all about the Still Pan Association, but not tonight. Tomorrow. About some recent developments. I promise all you, I doesn't think, I promise all you, I'll give all you a little update, you know, because they had some battle with for the governance of the organization and things like that. And I know it's been a while since I heard something about it. Yeah, I'll talk to all you tomorrow, God's willing, you know what I mean? Oh, but with that program tomorrow or Wednesday, take all the time. Oh yeah, man arrested after 2-day crime spree. Listen to this, you know. A Montu resident who has been charged with 2 counts of robbery with violence and 1 count each of stealing and housebreaking will reappear at the St. George's Magistrates Court on March 8, 2019. 33-year-old Kenton Clarence. He was nabbed by the police following reports of 2 separate early morning incidents on February 13 and 15 respectively. Now, Clarence is alleged to have made off with over $6,000 worth of cash and articles during the 2-day crime spree. Both incidents occurred sometime after 3 a.m. So we'll keep all you updated on that business day. We are moving on here on Mikey Live. For those of you who have not yet shared the program, I want to encourage all to share the program. You know what I mean? I see Terry, they big up Terry. What going on, Bridget? Caroline, big up your whole self as well. And Rachel. Esther, big up your whole self. And Shomin. And Eon. Let me go. Weekend stabbing, boy. Man charged with non-capital murder. So according to a police report, Kellon Andrew, a 34-year-old painter of Lamothe St. George, will appear at the St. George's Magistrates Court on Tuesday, 26 February, charged in connection with the stabbing death of Floyd Olive, also from Lamothe. All right, now Andrew has been charged with non-capital murder. 35-year-old Olive was stabbed sometime between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. on Saturday, 23rd February 2019 at a popular entertainment club in his neighborhood. An autopsy conducted on Monday, 25th February revealed that Olive died as a result of a punctured wound to the heart. Meanwhile, 2 St. Andrew residents are currently hospitalized in stable condition, one at the General Hospital and the other at the Princess Alice Hospital, following a stabbing incident involving 3 males that occurred at Lafayette St. Andrew at around 1 a.m. on Saturday, 23rd February 2019. Now, one man is currently in police custody. So let me tell you what has happened with incidents like that. When you have fights and kind of business, and more than one person got injured in the same incident, if it so happens that they are from different sides of the fight and they end up in the same hospital, well, place smash up. And they end up getting treatment in the same place, well, place smash up. I've seen it. And man dying, but they dare not go inside the emergency area because the man who chopped them, or the man who they chop, is in there. And it might be actually range fight or some kind of thing going on. Yo, them loss and them doctors are a real thing to go through, I'm just saying. And sometimes they don't get the credit that they deserve. But that is another talk for another program. Because right now we are other things to tell all about. We're moving. How we looking? Marshall, Montana, and Iowa may be on the same stage tonight, owing to an apology. Because remember, Marshall, Montana, and Iowa, George, they've been warring. But I don't know, I'm not sure if that was even a real war. Soca star Marshall Montana, according to reports, has apologized to fellow entertainer Iowa George and encouraged him to perform at his concert tonight. Now on Saturday, George called for a public apology from Marshall following last year's debacle involving Sonny Bling and Marshall at Marshall Monday. But yesterday, a photo emerged of George, Montano, and Anthony Chowling on Chinese Laundry and Ronnie McIntosh. In an interview, veteran McIntosh said both parties stopped by this mass camp, and so unplanned, and he encouraged them to trash out the issues. So what they say now, they fix up the thing. Now they are saying that Marshall Montano was unaware of Iowa's call for an apology and said that he always planned for him to perform at his concert tonight. So they say there's a very strong likelihood that Iowa George will be performing for Marshall tonight at Marshall's event, Marshall Monday. But that's for who don't know. Because I myself saw an interview with Marshall Montano just recently. And Marshall was saying, hey man, it's nothing serious, it's just fun, it's just all talk. In fact, I saw them hanging out and chilling after a show. You understand? It's all about the optics, people. Don't get in the middle of them kind of business. It's all about the optics. You know, no real riff. They go and tell all that I all talk. Anyway, they lead our talk. There is news in all the lily lolo. Oh yeah. How are we looking for time? So they say that a Guyanese national may be the victim of a hate crime in St. Lucia. You understand? And that is something you hear every day. But we want to share that story with you from the HTS News Force. All right?
Was the alleged killing of 26-year-old Michael Puran a hate crime? The victim met his demise at the hands of a known individual during the early morning hours of February 24th. News Force interviewed a man who says he was a close friend of Puran. They lived together in Bagatelle for about 12 months. He identified himself as Neville. According to Neville, his friend left their Bagatelle home to attend a nearby house party. It was there when the known individual allegedly hurled disparaging remarks about the victim's sexual orientation before a physical altercation ensued.
This boy just kept pestering Michael, calling Michael name, calling Michael gay, dolly.
Michael Puran and his family emigrated from Guyana and settled in Otsa. Puran's mother, Debbie Latsal, described him as outgoing.
Time he come and tell me that he get robbed, I said, Michael, you like to fet too much, Michael. Don't be on the road. He got the way he like to dress. He love to dress a lot and walk and go, Everybody must see looking nice because he love this from a young age. This is how he is. I try my best to give him all what he need, So I said, Michael, be careful when you walk in. Don't walk in the night. If you know you're going to be late for go back hotel, go home. Stay here, sleep here. He said, Mommy, I cannot stay here. I want to go home.
A February 25th police statement confirmed Puran was stabbed multiple times.
So Michael walked away, walking down the step. He rushed Michael in front and then pushed Michael. And then they started fighting. And then my cousin didn't see any stabbing or anything, and then the guy go. The guy go, and then my nephew say, okay, Michael, let's go. So he said, why he hold Michael in the shoulder, let's go. He see because Michael was wearing a red shirt, he said he saw blood on the shirt, he said, what happened, you get hurt or what? And Michael was walking slow, and then he said Michael just fell on his face, like he got heavy.
The victim was pronounced dead at hospital. Police have detained one person who is now assisting with the homicide investigation. The 26-year-old is the 5th recorded homicide victim for
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, that one weird, but that one different. You know what I mean? That one different. Or what you saying, Edwan? Edora? That one different, boy. That one different. His sexuality affected another man so much that that man is willing to risk his freedom and kill to make his point of disapproval of another man's sexual orientation. I never hear that yet. What? No, Papa. 9 bullets for a hairdresser while waiting for her boyfriend in Trinidad, boy. But they list her, a 27-year-old. They say that she might be in critical condition at a hospital. You know, and it's a long story in terms of what happened and so on. Boy, that one happened in Trinidad. So many things are happening, folks. And speaking of so many things, we heard that the Prime Minister saying that we may have to consider a drive over for the south of the island and for the city because of the traffic congestion that we are experiencing now. They will be conducting a study soon in terms of determining the feasibility, how it's going to be done, if it's possible, blah 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 blah. You understand? Because your tongue does kind of be congested at certain times during the day and so on. So they're trying to look towards fixing that issue, right? Okay. Ooh, when a fire come on, boy. Ooh, good fire kicking up, and ooh, good fire kicking on the program. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah. So they're looking into that one. You know what I mean? So yeah, boy. Wow. What else do we have to tell you? There are a few things that we need to tell all you. Housekeeping matters again, folks. 1, there'll be no program on tomorrow because of the live broadcast that we'll be doing. 2, we will be taking a trip to Carriacou from Thursday. All the programs will be done from Carriacou from Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All these days, we are going to be covering Carriacou's Carnival live. And so as a result, you will experience again an interruption, well, a different kind of programming on Thursday because we will be having the Queen Show for you, yeah. On Friday, more mass. Monday and Tuesday, all these days, we are going to be putting together some nice entertainment packages for you to cover Grenada's Carnival. Of course, we're gonna have like a news and in between for you, but of course we're not Grenada, but we want to ensure that we bring as much of Carriacou Carnival as possible. This is our culture, this is our place, and we have to do what we have to do. You know what I mean? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to spend some time to give you live coverage of Kayak Mass 2019. Yeah? We don't wait until it becomes the next big thing in the Caribbean for all of us to just jump on the bandwagon. We are putting in the work now. We are paying our dues now so that it's the means to an end, and we'll start to benefit and reap the rewards of our labor as it relates to how Carriacou Carnival would have progressed over the years through persistence and perseverance and hard work and stuff like that, you know. And everybody, we have to support what's happening in Carriacou. We cannot leave our sister islands on their own to develop the product, all right? They are capable, but of course, it's our responsibility to help as well. Folks, here what's going on. We're taking a break again, and when we come back, we've got the weather, and we've got the national report, and then kind of business. So stay right there, and I see that we have some first-time viewers on the program. So we want to say hello and welcome to the first-time viewers on the program. And don't just come when I'll think, come all the time, because we don't have a like a nice time on the program. It's different kind of vibes we don't get on the program. So I mean, so come back another time, right? But stay there, we're coming.
I see trees of green, red roses too, I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
We can't wait for carnival, drinking rum and getting on, roaming all over the tongue. That is how we are, we fun. Whoa, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Well, foreigners from all over coming down to Grenada.
Audio Jungle.
It's a new year, so how about a new look? At Quartz Optical, we have the latest brand names and styles. Plus, get 20% off credit on 12 to 24 months. Instant credit approval while you are being tested. Get 15% off cash, so you can get that new frame to go into the new year. Only at Quartz Optical, the largest, fastest growing optical chain in the Caribbean. Special conditions apply. A taste of spice, welcoming our cricketers and fans to Pure Grenada, the Isle of Spice, showcasing our culture and heritage on Tuesday, 26 February on the Carnage in St. George's, England versus the West Indies. Cricket Rest Day. Come enjoy a taste of spice. Performances from top soca and calypso artists, pan, drummers, dancers, a mini carnival parade, arts and craft, and local food. From 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The Carnage is the place to be. It's cricket, lovely cricket. Rest Day, Tuesday, 26th February. Sample a taste of spice. Hosted by the Grenada Cultural Foundation. No unauthorized vending allowed.
We mean business and we talk business.
I wanted to go back to when it started.
And we let women in business tell their own stories and inspire others.
But I'm very excited about 2019.
I am Abigail Long, and join me right here for Abby's Power Lunch.
You never looked at a piece of paper. This was just a beautiful conversation.
We talk to women of the Caribbean who make things happen.
I know, let's not just preach it, let's practice it, and it starts from household.
As we get set, on roads lead to the National Stadium on Sunday, 3rd March for March Bingo Madness. March Bingo Madness. Yes, Grenada Mega Force Promotions. March Bingo Madness. Come win 2 mint condition Toyota RAV4s. Plus $35,000 in cash. Tickets cost $60 for one, or pay $100 and we give you 2 tickets. Bingo time 5 p.m. March Bingo Madness. Sunday, 3rd March. National Stadium. 2 Toyota RAV4s plus $35,000 in cash. Sponsors: Carrier, Glenna, Mikey Live, Goodfet.com discount card, and Waggity Rentals and Sound Company.
Alrighty, folks, yes, and what it is now, it is time for your national report.
Rain forces abandonment of third one-day international between West Indies and England. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Monday, February 25th, I am Rakisha St. Louis. Persistent rain forced an abandonment of the third one-day international between the West Indies and England at the National Stadium on Monday. England won the toss and elected to bat, and match officials were hopeful that the rain will subside. But after repeatedly removing and replacing the covers, the decision was taken around 2:30 p.m. to officially call off the match. Fans who were eager to see their favorite stars play used the time to socialize. Head coach of the English team, Trevor Bayliss, spoke with members of the media. Bayliss said his team was looking forward to the game.
Any game we lose at any time of the year is a disappointment. You know, everyone involved just wants to get out and play cricket. Look, I don't think it'll be, you know, in the long run, I don't think it's terribly upsetting in regards to, you know, the World Cup. We've also got, well, there's a few more games left yet, some T20 games, which, you know, will be an opportunity for him to play with, you know, a few guys going home after the one-day series. So, I mean, we know what he can do, and it's about trying to get those guys into form at the right time. And there's plenty of cricket to go. Whether that's the Pakistan series or early season in county cricket. No, look, he should be fine in 2 days' time. It was one of those things. He probably could have batted and fielded today. He said he could feel his ankle a little bit warming up to bowl. We took the conservative approach today and decided not to chance making it worse. I'd be surprised if he's not right for Wednesday.
Windies interim coach Richard Pybus is disappointed that the game was washed out. He says his guys were ready to move ahead of the English team in the series.
Very disappointing, but it is what it is. We will be looking forward to the next one. Yeah, I think so. No, I don't think so. I think the side's in a good place, enjoying their cricket. I think we're very clear on what we need to work on. So, ideally in this series, you want to win every game. We want to win the series. We're clear on that. It doesn't necessarily work out like that in the real world. So, but we know what we need to work on, and we're not really too hung up on the outcomes. I think coming out of the series, being clear, we've got a triangular in Ireland. There'll be a few lads away at the IPL. So I think we'll have a very strong sense of having been able to assess where we are, what we need to polish up in Ireland, and any key last steps in the UK before the World Cup.
Weather permitting, the 4th One-Day International will take place at the National Cricket Stadium on Wednesday. Windies and England team members and avid cricket lovers were treated to a warm Grenadian welcome on their arrival over the weekend. During a reception at Sandals on Saturday, Acting Prime Minister Honourable Gregory Bowen said Grenada depends on the players to be ambassadors to help the island market its brand throughout the world to boost the economy.
We look at you as much more than sports personnel. We look at you as visitors and distinguished personnel who can help us in expanding Pure Grenada throughout the world. You are cricketers, you go throughout the world. And just as the press will do, you can really help Grenada. A little bit of economics. Grenada, we were under the arms and the wings of the IMF and the international community from 2014 to 2017. And today, we have one of the fastest growing economies in the region. Why? It is because we look towards our assets, individual as they are. And one key asset is the beautiful nature and warmth of our people. It translates to tourism, and you can help us because we made a lot of sacrifices.
Acting Sports Minister Senator Winston Galway thanked Cricket West Indies for promoting the sport in Grenada and within the region. He urged the players and supporters to have pure fun in Pure Grenada.
This game of cricket is about strengthening friendship amongst the nations and celebrating both individual talent and achievements through our collective and cooperative efforts as human beings. I trust that the occasion of this international sporting spectacle will also provide an opportunity for our visitors to share in our rich and diverse culture and enjoy the inspiring and beautiful natural heritage that defines our country. We thank Cricket West Indies and by extension the International Cricket Council for bringing the game to our shores. This can only help to improve the game of cricket in our country as well as the region. As a region, cricket is not just a game. It is a way of life for our people.
The Grenada Tourism Authority, meanwhile, encouraged the visiting cricket lovers and players to bask in the beauty and warmth of the people and enjoy the cuisine and sights the island has to offer. This is the National Report. We'll have more news after the break.
A taste of spice, welcoming our cricketers and fans to Pure Grenada, the Isle of Spice, showcasing our culture and heritage on Tuesday, 26 February on the Carnage in St. George's. England versus the West Indies. Cricket Rest Day. Come enjoy a taste of spice. Performances from top soca and calypso artists, pan, drummers, dancers, a mini carnival parade, arts and craft, and local food. From 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The Carnage is the place to be. It's cricket, lovely cricket. Rest Day, Tuesday, 26th February. Sample a taste of spice. Hosted by the Grenada Cultural Foundation. No unauthorized vending allowed.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Dr. The Right's Honorable Keith Mitchell has commended the Caribbean on its considerable strides towards the collection and use of data, especially in sports. He was at the time delivering the keynote address at the 3rd High-Level Forum on Statistics on Friday. Dr. Mitchell highlighted the practical use of data in cricket to reference previous scores and individual performances and make improvements to the game. He said in years gone by, it was impossible to keep track of scores due to lack of data.
You realize in recent times we are witnessing the England-West Indies series of matches. And you know how far we have gone with data collection and analyzing data. You've heard the commentators over and over speak to how bowlers attack a certain batsman because they do research on how many times that batsman gets out with a specific ball. And what type of bowler that he has a certain weakness for. And therefore, they tend to attack that person in that particular context. Similarly, batsmen get to understand through data collection of certain bowlers.
Dr. Mitchell encouraged the regional leaders to invest in the practical use of qualitative and quantitative data and statistics.
Historically, when we talk about these areas, we think of the intellectual and academic environment and not necessarily the practical stuff. So it is extremely practical for us to invest in the area of statistics and the qualitative and quantitative aspects of it.
Finally, Grenada continues to reap tremendous benefits from its partnership with the Maria Holder Memorial Trust. The latest came on Friday with the handover of medical equipment to Dr. Beverly Nelson, pediatric consultant at the General Hospital. Donna Clark, project manager of the Maria Holder Memorial Trust, spoke to the benefits of the donation.
We did a country assessment here in 2016. And following that assessment, and we also did a visit here to the General Hospital, we found that, the hospital was in great need of equipment. And that the equipment that they had here either had to be repaired or to be replaced, and that it was not fit for purpose. So therefore, the Ministry of Health, Social Security and International Business was invited to submit an application to the Trust for the purchase of equipment, particularly for the pediatric department. There was a process of due diligence, but the application was successful and funding was approved in September 2017. 8 incubators, 10 vital sign monitors, 3 warmers, 8 portable pulse oximetry units, 1 pediatric ventilator for the ICU unit, 2 high-impact lamps, 1 ultrasound machine, and this ambulance here.
Pediatric consultant and chair of the pediatric department, Dr. Beverly Nelson, says they are grateful for the assistance and spoke of the long-awaited transformation of the NICU, which has now become a reality.
For today in our tiny NICU, a 24-weeker resides on a bed in a brand new state-of-the-art incubator with her weight and temperature vividly displayed for all to see. Graphic displays of her progress available at the touch of a button. with new age warmers which allow us to resuscitate and provide phototherapy as one event. All of this allowing us to access so many new features that ease the burden on all staff members, and most importantly on the patient. It has been a dream of ours forever to move from the tiny unit that we're in to somewhere that will provide hope, space, joy, and allow us to care for those beautiful babies in a fashion that they deserve. So we continue to hope as we now have our designs in place.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. George Mitchell spoke of the mutual partnership and the fruits that the hospital services have reaped.
No better partner could we have come across to help us to achieve this objective than the Maria Holder Memorial Trust. We can decrease our infantile mortality by providing that type of care. We have had issues in the past, I must admit, but with that kind of relationship, we are definitely in the right direction. In pursuing this relationship, we know that Grenada, as I said, we're building capacity. We have added to our staff a renowned pediatric surgeon by the name of Dr. Jose Euros Tristan, who has the ability to conduct complicated surgeries and have begun to do so already. And Dr. Tristan is internationally known, and he has informed me and reminded me on several occasions that the team that we have here, the unit that we have here, is second to none in the region.
That story just ended the national report for today, Monday, February 25th. Recapping the top story. Reinforces abandonment of third one-day international between West Indies and England. On behalf of all those who made this newscast possible, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Rikisha, and I'm sure that the others who contributed towards this as well is having themselves a good night. Thanks again for that. Now, the next thing that we have on for you is the weather. Let's see what the weather will be like. Hey, we are actually seeing some chances of precipitation, okay, for the next few days. That looks good, all right, guys? It looks fantastic. So here's what. For tonight, the minimum temperature is expected to be about 24 degrees Celsius, okay? That's fairly normal, okay? And in terms of the, okay, let's go. Humidity is 83%, wind 18 kilometers per hour, and precipitation, there's a 10% chance. All right, but as we go through the days of the week, you realize that the chance increases. Okay, and that's the generic weather forecast that we have for you. Okay, the current temperature is about 26 degrees Celsius. Okay, let's just say hello to a few people on the program before we leave. Raven, Shomin, Ezran, Zaka, Cecile, Helen, Cynthia, Shireen, Rebby, Rolanda, Jill, Samantha, Josephine, Suzette, Shireen, Irma, Ventris. Also, we have Wayne with us. We have Lyndon, Iodel. We have you as well. Who else we have with us? We have Colette, Kirin, Sugar Baby, Sally, Angela. Hi Sally, how are you doing? Good night to you, all right? Rose, Esther, and Andrea, and Ala we have as well with us tonight. Now, everyone else, Cynthia and Deslin and Laurel, how are you, Laurel? Everyone, man, do have yourselves a good time. Even those of you who are on WPG10, hello to you guys as well, all right? And Janelle and everyone else. We have Jennifer with us. We have Spice Girl, Rachel, Veronica, Nessie, Mom. How are you? We have Anne and you know, a lot more people. We have my sister Lintona. Yes, we have to work on our punishment for those who leave during the national report and then come back for big up NLs. Yeah, we have to deal with these people. Anyway, guys, take care of yourselves. We're going to touch base again tomorrow, God's willing. We're going to be live with you. All right, guys, all the best. Have a good one. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No. Good night, everyone.